Today's project is to repair a couple of rock chips in the windshield. Please stick with me through the process as I'm trying a couple of kits, and also at the end I'm going to use an ultraviolet light to cure one of the chips. I have the Rain-X kit and a generic one off of Amazon, also some alcohol and wipes. First thing is to clean the rock chip areas with the alcohol. With that done, grab the push pin supplied in the kit to remove any loose glass. Okay, with the loose glass out of the way, grab the alcohol and clean up the spots. Time to affix the applicator to the windshield, and you want the rock chip right in the center. Alright, screw in the resin chamber until the rubber mouth is flat against the windshield and directly on top of the rock chip. Quick tip here, you only want to make gentle contact with the windshield, as too much pressure will alter the curve of the glass and the resin may not flow into the crack correctly. With this orange applicator, I had to detach it from the windshield to allow the resin chamber to contact the windshield correctly. Now time to move on to the Rain-X applicator. The resin chamber made contact correctly with the windshield with no need to detach the applicator. Quick view of the resin chamber mouth from inside the car, and the positioning looks great. Time to move on to the resin. Put 3 to 6 drops into the resin chamber. If it leaks out of the bottom of the resin chamber, give the resin chamber a slight turn until the leak stops. With the resin in the resin chamber, time to screw in the pressure driver. Quick note here, the pressure driver is almost screwed all the way in, but not quite. Another quick view from inside the car. Just want to give a quick check to make sure the rubber mouth is open wide. Alright, time to give the repair resin time to work its way into the rock chip. After 4 to 6 minutes, remove the pressure driver from the resin chamber to let any trapped air out. Then reinsert to force any remaining air. At this point, you want to check the crack, see if there's any trapped air. Also, if you're not happy with the repair, just repeat the process. I'm happy with the results so far. So time to remove the applicator by giving the resin chamber and the pressure driver a half twist together. Alright, time to remove the applicator and wipe any excess resin. With the applicator out of the way, grab a curing strip and add a drop of resin to fill in any low points that might remain on the windshield. Now time to move the car into the sun and let the resin cure. I let it cure for about 10 minutes to make sure the resin was dry. To get it out of the sun, I moved the car back into the garage. With the resin dry, remove the curing strip and grab the provided razor blade. Hold the razor blade perpendicular to the windshield and start scraping off the dry resin. Note the dry resin will come off in white flake. So for the ultraviolet cure, I followed the exact same steps. I'm at the point where I've just placed the cure strip and a drop of resin on the windshield. I cured the resin for 15 minutes with the ultraviolet light, and when I pulled the curing strip off, the resin was dry. The ultraviolet light is a great option on those cloudy, cooler days. I think the orange applicator and the Rain-X applicator did equally good jobs. The Rain-X I thought was a little bit better as far as not having to remove it when applying the resin chamber. But all in all, I think the project turned out great. The easy DIY project. Hope you found this video helpful. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe.